Hey folks, it's Amy at the Crafty Cottage. We're a little crazy today over here, a little late, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Um, I may end up starting to record these and just posting them for you on your tips. So anyway, I'm trying to find us on Facebook as usual so I can see your comments if you're here. Let's see. Here we are. Let's search for me. Nope, that's not what I want. So hard to find Facebook. I just started helping Bella Vita Animal Rescue, and I now have access to their page, so it's kind of confusing trying to find my stuff and their stuff, and it's just craziness. So, here we are. Turn the volume down. There we go. Now I can see your comments. Yay! If you're here, share, post, comment. Let me know you're here. I'd love to talk to you. Please share. I'm trying to get subscribers up on my YouTube channel, so that would be really nice. I have finally reached over 300. I know it's small potatoes, but yay! After going at this for a couple of years with the COVID, I'm thrilled to know that I'm moving forward in the right direction. With Stampin' Up's new things, I have a blog post coming out Friday that I'm going to have to change because you can't get the paper that I'm posting about. I'm so upset. I know the shipping stuff is... Sorry, I got something in my eye. I've been fighting allergies. But I know the shipping industry right now is just really, really terrible. And that it's affecting us worldwide. But I have a problem with that. Because Stampin' Up! Has not been... not having these same issues since long before COVID became an issue. COVID now is just a perfect excuse for the same issue. This particular, well, I'll just tell you, the Artistically Inked, my favorite suite in the set. It has only been available since a little bit before June. The catalog went live in May, a month early. So it's unavailable now, period. You can't get it. To be determined is the, I think I checked today, I don't know if it was to be determined or some of them are at the end of the month. So you can't get this. You can't get the paper. You can't get the gold pieces that go with it, which are these little guys, which I'll pull one out for you to see, these little pieces. You can't get those. You can't get the stamps. You can't get the dies. You can't get the paper. So if you all wanted any of that, because I've been showing pictures of that, you can't get it till the end of the month maybe. And the good news is that it is in the annual catalog. It will be available for a year. But if you're like me, I get excited and I see stuff and I want to make it, and then I forget about it. So then I won't buy it. So, you know, there goes the sale. So I'm going to save that blog post for you later in the year when maybe it'll come out. I mean, yes, it made the front of the catalog and it's gorgeous. So I'm going to work on some alcohol techniques to teach you how to do that. But that's not what we're going to do today. Today, I'm going to show you a little bit about spotlight techniquing. That's just a bit of my frustrations going on right now. I'm really considering leaving Stampin' Up! And starting to do other things for you. I don't know. I know my customers don't use Stampin' Up! Exclusively, so it wouldn't be that big of a thing. So anyway, let's just stop with that because I'll just go on a rampage. I'm going to do a spotlight technique today. Let me find my card here because, you know, I didn't get on this morning when I normally do. And I have two of them. Been working on several things for you that weren't supposed to be now, but are going to be now because I can't get what I've been working on that I scheduled. These are the spotlight techniques that I've done. One of our demonstrators in the blog hop that I do, she did this one. She did this. She did it with the pale papaya, and I recreated it because I love the sunflower. The sunflower is my favorite. So I'm going to do this with a retiring stamp set today and with one of the dies that is actually available to you now. It's called Contour Dies. Let me get the name of the dies because I don't know what they are. The name of the dies that we're going to use today are Scalloped Contour Dies. And I will show you those, and I will show you the stamp set that goes with it. I'm not going to use the stamp set that goes with it. I want you to see something that is going to retire that you might want to go ahead and get, because I'm not sure, but let's take a look. It might actually be on sale. I'm going to look for you right now while we're talking, and let's just see. What's the name of this stamp set? Forever and Always. Dun, dun, dun. It's retiring soon. It is not on sale, but it's $18. But you won't be able to get it after the end of this month. So I thought I would showcase it because I didn't really use much of the stamp set. I do love the flowers, but I ended up using the flowers in the designer series paper. That may even be on sale if you wanted to get some of that. So let's look at the True Love DSP. It is still available and it is not discounted, but it's $11.50 if you wanted some of that paper, and in that paper it is beautiful. So I'm going to flip you over so I can show you what we're working with, and we're going to use blends to color in some of these flowers. And there we go. Now we've got you down here to my desk, and again I'm going to show you the spotlight technique. I did these with the Celebrate Sunflowers. Celebrate Sunflowers, and it was just using the big sunflower. And this is using our red blends. I did different combinations of Poppy Parade and Real Red and Cherry Cobbler, blending those in, and Cinnamon Cider for the centers. I think it came out fabulous. I used Real Red in the back on this one. This one is Petal Pink, Pale Papaya, and Calypso Coral in the colors, and Cinnamon Cider for the centers, and Pale Papaya as your paper in the background. But I think they came out beautiful. And I just used some random little sequins that I had that had adhesive on the back. I think these turned out stunningly gorgeous. Sharon is one of the demos that did this on our blog hop for this month. It was back the last day of May. And it was beautiful. I loved it. I had to go and do it. This is the one I did first. So I'm going to spotlight this technique because this one was done with our stitched rectangles. If you look really closely, you can see the stitch. See the stitching on these, on the edges? So I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm going to show you how to do it with the color contour, curvy contour dies. That's these. These are our curvy contour dies. I like these. I haven't really used them all that much. I've used them for a couple of sentiments, but I think they're great. And this also cuts out two of the flowers in this set. Cuts out this one and this one. So it's really cute. It's got a great little scalloped, and these are actually available in the catalog. Yay! So I'm going to show you how to use those. This is not available right now. Sorry, won't be available sometime at the end of June, I think. This is the stitched rectangles that I use for the Celebrate Sunflowers. I'll put that one out of our way. This is the stamp set I'm going to use. I'm going to use these flowers down here at the bottom for our color contour. I've already cut out the color contour papers. I've just taken a 5.5 by 4 1/4 piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I've cut it out with the 3 largest dies. That's what I've done so far. And what I'm going to do is put these in my Stamparatus. I usually try to put them down here towards the end and line them up so that if I have to put them back, I know exactly where they go if I've moved them and I need to re-stamp. And these will all line up together in your piece of paper. I'm going to have to take this one out so I can get this one lined up. And I'm holding it in place so I can get them all lined up so they're one cohesive flat piece of paper. Okay, and I did the same thing with my rectangles. I cut them out first with the size of my card base, and now I'm going to hold them down with a magnet. Now actually I need my foam mat underneath this. I'm going to have to redo this because these are on polymers, whereas my other one was not. It was on a, it had a regular foamed backing. So, I just need to find where I put my foam mat. I think my husband has it. My husband's been using it for a mouse pad. How terrible is that? I need to buy him one just so I can have my foam mouse pad back. Or my foam pad back. Isn't that terrible? Okay, again, I'm going to put these back where I had them so that they'll all be nice and flat. There we go. Nice cohesive piece, and they're down with the magnet. Okay, so now we're going to put these where we want them to be. Oh, they're not in here. Ah, they're right here. I'm going to use this big flower, and I might use a little one, but I just have to look and see how it goes. So I think I'm going to put, yeah, we're going to use the big flower. And we're going to put a little here. I mean, you really could go all the way around. So I might do both. Let's see how these are going to look. You'd have to mask to do both, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put this here. I mainly want it on these two sheets. The first one and the second one. But it's okay if it goes over to the third. So we're going to go like that. And then I'm going to put this one down here. No, I'm not going to do it. It's not big enough. Don't like it. We'll do, no, we're going to just do this big flower. Just one single flower. I'm going to put my Stamparatus down. And pull it off. There we go. And then I'm going to get my Memento ink, because if you're going to use blends with this, you're going to need to make sure that you have something that's going to work well with those blends. So I'm going to put my Memento down. I'm going to make sure I ink it up really well. And then I'm just going to go down. Now, if you're going to do it like Sharon did, where she has this so that you could put a sentiment in here, you just need to make sure that you leave enough room for a sentiment. But you could put your sentiment any way you'd like. But I'm making sure that this is good. And then when I pull it up, I make sure that my cover is good on my cardstock. So then I'm going to pull this up. And I'm going to put it where I want it. Now, when you put it down, you make sure once you lay it down, you don't move it, because it's going to leave a little bit of that ink unless you want to clean it first. So there. I'm going to leave it just like that. And I'm going to pull this back up. And I'm going to pull it slowly because I don't want it to mess up my... There. So now I'm going to ink this up again. And I'm going to put this back down. And we're going to make sure that it inks really well. And it did. It looks fabulous. Okay, now we're done with that part. Let me just clean off this stamp here. Got my little chamois. Put a little extra water on it. Now it's nice and clean. Although it doesn't look clean. I promise you it's clean. I cleaned it off yesterday. Alright, there we go. We can put this back on our paper. Now you could go back and put extra stamps of these flowers. You could put some more flowers all the way around. However you wanted it to look. I'm just going to be simple. I might even go put my sentiment in now if I wanted to. This one has a couple of great sentiments. Love you so very much. You could just do the love or always. See, always would fit in there too. And you could even, this has a die set with it that has the always. That would come out really nice. So I'm not going to even worry about the sentiment. It's just kind of a simple little technique on how you can make these little cards perfect. So now, when I go to step these up, they're going to work perfectly with each other. So I'm going to go and cut eventually. I will cut these so that it will look like one flower. See? There you go. So it will come out like this. So that's how you get these. You just cut your dies all together on your Stamparatus. And I use my Stamparatus and I lay it all down, and then instead of laying it down, stamping it, and then cutting it, you don't have to drive yourself bananas. Just cut it out and stamp it all at one time, and it will be great. So that's my quick tip today. Just cut your stuff out, stamp it once, and then it's all done. I will have a finished card of this for you on the blog post for Friday, and I may even come back Saturday and actually finish out the card. I don't know. I may even do something completely different for you on Saturday. Y'all have a wonderful week, and I will see you Saturday. I'm going to do a live. Probably be about 10 o'clock my time, because we're going to go do some fun stuff with my grandson. And we're also having, I found, for my NOLA folks, I found crawfish from Sal's in Metairie. So we're going to have crawfish Monica this weekend. I've ordered it. It will be in on Friday. We're going to pick it Friday, and we're going to have crawfish Monica on Saturday for my daughter's birthday. I also found someone who delivers boudin. Hope it's good, and we getting some alligator sausage while we're at it. So it's a little expensive, but once in a while for her birthday, I can do that. She misses it. We miss it. So she doesn't like cake. So I'm doing a birthday dinner for her. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye, y'all.